This is the Subaru Impreza wagon to hatchback project. I have already completed the passenger side C-pillar modifications to merge the C and D pillars together, and I'm going to work on the driver's side. I'm going to use a different technique than I did on the passenger side. On that side, I removed the skin completely, cut back to the structural metal, and then built a new skin, but I did reuse a piece of the window opening. On this side, I am going to do it differently by taking the entire piece and moving it back. The window opening will be the same, it'll look the same from the outside and from the inside of the car, but I wanted to try a new technique because I like to learn how to do things in different ways to see which one is really the better way. So the video today will be closing up what used to be the small back window and cleaning everything up and moving this pillar. So this next part's a little bit tricky. This is the rear window opening. I've trimmed the B-pillar or the C-pillar support down, and now I'm going to move this skin back. Now I can't move it perfectly straight back. That's not how I did the other side. So I'm going to have to tilt it at an angle and trim it, and I've already marked where it lines up on the other side. So to make this all symmetrical, I took this piece and laid it upside down on the other side, marked a line, and then took measurements and marked this side of the body where the opening needs to fit. So to here, I measured right here to the top edge of the window, and then from the bottom edge of the window back to this mark right here. So now I have to trim the bottom here and trim this front piece to where this sits in the opening right here. And I did that because I was trying to make the window as large as possible but maintain this structural part of the C-pillar. So it did not get cut all the way off, otherwise I could have moved it back, but I really wanted that structure because it ties into the strut towers. So next process is to trim this down to where it'll lay on here flat, and then I will sand off all the paint and tack weld it in place, and then add some structural reinforcement plates on the inside just like I did on the other side. I got the window opening skin tack welded in place. I measured it everywhere that's relevant so it matches the other side. They say that hindsight is 20/20. If I had been able to look inside the C-pillar underneath the skin, I would have done the other side this way. Of course, having seen that one after I cut it apart, I knew how it was made, so this side was a lot easier. So on this one, I maintained the entire front of the skin, and I did a test fit, and my window trim still fits on. Of course, the window opening is now different, bigger than it was on the sedan or the wagon with sedan doors. But it still fits, everything lines up, so all I have to do is buy a second piece of it and cut it and extend it a little bit, and the entire window trim will work. In fact, I like this so much better than the other side, I think I'm going to go to the junkyard and cut this off of a wrecked Impreza there, and then just trim it back and fit it over what I have already built on the passenger side and weld it up so it matches this side exactly. The nice thing about having the original window trim attachment points is it gives me a place that I can aim for. So once I have this all welded in, I'm going to put the back piece of the trim on, and then I can start building what will be the bottom of the window that'll meet up with the door. I have the C-pillar welded in. I have the hole filled. Now I'm going to start on making a skin. It'll cover the bottom section here and wrap around, and I'm going to build it in the same manner that I built the other side. You see the original back door trim still fits perfectly on the car. So after everything is done, I will be able to use standard Subaru trim, although I have to cut it a little bit, make it longer.
Wow.